Qigong Meditation. Qigong or Qigong essentially means the art and cultivation of internal energy, called Qi or Qi in Chinese. Qi is often represented in the West as the life force itself, the unseen power within, but in traditional Chinese medical terms, Qi means much more than that. Qi is the name given to the essence of life, consisting of your bloodstream, lymphatic system, the oxygen you breathe, digestion and the energy you gain from food, essentially glucose/glycogen, the electrical impulses traveling along the nervous pathways. The electric charge around and inside your cells and an unseen, yet immeasurable power, or life force, science only starts becoming aware of. Qi refers to the collective of every process of your system that keep you alive, whether material or immaterial. The goal of Qigong meditation on the most basic level is to become aware of your Qi and be able to cultivate it, so you may later learn how to consciously use it and direct it to where it is needed. The higher goal of Qigong meditation, for the experienced practitioner, is no less than spiritual enlightenment, through a process of redirecting a great energy abundance accumulated from within the abdominal region to the brain. If you are not spiritually inclined, or just don't believe in enlightenment, you may still see the benefits of strengthening your mind in such way, feeding the brain with excess energy and nutrients, enhancing its capabilities, even further than meditation alone would allow. It is generally advisable to learn Zen meditation first and become to some extent experienced with it, as Qigong meditation shares many similarities with the aforementioned method. It is also necessary to master embryonic breathing or at least be able to use it without great effort. Being more confident with these basics, you would be able to better concentrate on Qigong meditation itself, which would most possibly require considerable effort at first. To start practicing, you would sit cross-legged, hands in the cosmic mudra position, as described under Zen meditation. Just like with Zazen, cross-legged sitting is not essential at first, although you should strive towards it later in your practice. You should definitely cross your legs, whatever way you sit, as this is meant to close some energy pathways. Sit with a straight back and start with abdominal breathing. You may even want to practice Zazen shortly, as a way of preparation. An important detail is the placement of your tongue. You should rest your tongue against your upper palate, where you feel there is a small recess your tongue fits perfectly into. Keep your tongue up there, your mouth and your teeth closed, but not too tightly. This tongue position is believed to close certain energy channels. Whatever your take on the energy question, experience shows that it certainly helps your meditation, so do not omit this important detail. If you salivate, do not be afraid to swallow any time during practice. Learning to sense your Qi. Close your eyes and start practicing embryonic breathing. If you are not comfortable with embryonic breathing but have mastered full abdominal breathing, it should be a good substitute, although embryonic breathing would be preferred, as the breathing method traditionally used with Qigong meditation. You should be aware of your lower dantian and be able to focus on it. If you do not know what this means or do not know where to find it, please refer to the embryonic breathing chapter. You can incorporate counting your breaths, similarly to what you would do in Zen meditation practice, once the inverted breathing becomes natural. Although this is not absolutely required, it can aid your concentration if you feel it is necessary. As for the emerging thoughts, you should treat them just the same as you would in nearly any other meditation method, letting them pass without lingering over them. Practicing a simpler meditation technique of your choice, to quiet your mind just before Qigong meditation, will help to reduce the amount of thoughts that come to disturb. Keep your attention at your lower dantian at first. Observe it closely, feel how it compresses with every inhale, expanding with every exhale. Your dantian, like a dynamo, creates fresh energy through this process. The closer you observe it, the more aware you will become of this newfound energy within yourself. Do not rush it, do not try to force it. If you do not feel anything, that is perfectly fine. The energy is there, everything is working perfectly, all you need is more patience. You will have to train yourself to be able to sense it. Your senses might not yet be accustomed to feeling it. Think of it like this: when you are in a brightly lit room, and somebody suddenly turns the light off, at first you will see nothing. Your eyes will have to get used to the lower light conditions, as they were accustomed to the abundance of light, but sooner or later you will start to see some shapes and sense the objects around you. Essentially the same happens during Qigong meditation practice, as you learn to sense something new inside of yourself, where previously other, Much stronger sensations would have dimmed this subtle sensation of energy. As you get more used to the quietness inside, these delicate internal sensations become more pronounced if you practice patiently and give it sufficient time. At first, when you shut off the stimuli from your many senses, when the myriad of sounds and lights and pictures and thoughts disturbing you subside, you will not be able to sense anything. There will probably only be emptiness and your breathing. As you keep practicing, you will soon be able to sense previously unknown depths of your body and the energies accumulating in your lower dantian. This sensation is your qi, made up of all your bodily processes and internal energy, manifesting itself as a new, previously unknown, yet familiar sensation you are now ready to explore. The more you practice, the more easily distinguishable this sensation will become. All you really need to do is to keep a strong focus on your lower dantian, breathe with a natural pace, using embryonic breathing, and keep your mind open. You do already sense the qi, only you are not aware of it. Such awareness will emerge from the quietness inside, but you will need time. To attempt to describe the sensation of qi would be akin to trying to describe the sensation of heat, without using terms like hot or warm. Everybody understands these words and the concept of heat, as they know what those words mean by experience, yet to explain them to someone who has never felt warmth could prove very challenging. The sensation will be unique to you, and though you may not be able to name it or describe it, you will know it when you feel it. Once you are intuitively aware of having the right sensation, that will be the one you will strive to strengthen. Keep practicing like this, until you can easily distinguish the energy abundance accumulating inside. This will probably not happen anytime soon. You will need to practice for many days, weeks, or even months. Again, dedicating time and effort are the key, and patience is essential. Once you are able to sense this accumulating internal energy with minimal effort, you are ready to move on. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.